Hello everybody and welcome to our English live stream. Our topic of today is social ties, and we have the focus today with families or on families. Okay, I would like to give you first a small introduction what we're going to do today. So I will write this down for you so you have a concept of it and you have it in front of you so you can see what we're doing today. Okay, thank you. Because I'm here with my colleague Victoria today, so if you want to see her, you can see her now.
Hello.
Yeah, that's
Hello.
Victoria. You already know her. Okay. So today's topic is social ties with the focus on families. So first of all, I will give you, or we will do some vocabulary work, and yeah, I just write this down for you. Vocabulary work. So you're just checking some vocab which you should already know or which would be very useful for the A-level. That's what we're going to do first. Secondly, we are drawing a mind map with family types, and yeah, I will give you some family types, and so you have a small overview. Mind map, family types. I hope you can read my my writing. It's a bit, yeah. Whoops. Types. Okay. Thirdly, I will give you a description or a definition of the family types we did, and yeah, there you have to find because I will give you the description of a family type, and then you have to find which family type it is. So you have to do some work as well. So yeah, I just write down family types, descriptions. So yeah, you can write this down as well. So you have an overview or more like an overview. Yeah. Okay, and last but not least, we're going to compare families now and then, and also I will give you some information or statistics about families in Austria. So families. Oops, sorry. Okay. Do you see it? Yes. Okay. Sorry. So families. Now and then. Okay, perfect. So that's what we're going to do today, and we will start right off with the vocabulary work. I already prepared a small tablet for you, and I would recommend you to write this down as well. And yeah, I have to reorganize my my tablets, so sorry. I hope okay, perfect. So we're going to write down some vocab, and I really recommend you to write it down with me. Yeah. Okay, I have some vocabs like father, mother, but you should already know them, so I won't write them down because yeah, that's just general knowledge you should already have since a long time. So father, mother, parent, single parent, child, son, daughter, brother, and sister. Yeah. The one is I want to start with siblings, or I will give you the German equivalent, which is Geschwister, and the English translation is siblings, of course. You should also know this one as well, but yeah, just in case. And then we have Großvater and Großmutter, which is grandfather and grandmother, or grandma and grandpa. But I think which one is the one which is very interesting for you is great-grandfather, so Urgroßvater. So this one is maybe a bit tricky. I don't know if you already know the word, and you have to make a hyphen. Great-grandfather. Oh, sorry, that's German. Okay. So, we also make a hyphen in German. Großvater and or Mutter. Grandfather. Okay, no. I hope I didn't make a spelling mistake. Grandfather. No, I don't think so. Okay. Then we have grandchildren, so which is Enkel. Enkel. Oops. Sorry. Grandchildren. Or we also have like Urenkel. And Urenkel is of course Urenkel. Urenkel is great grandchildren, of course, because you also have the great in here and you have the so same translation, of course. Great grandchildren, okay. And you don't, you shouldn't forget the hyphen, of course. Okay, next one's nephew or Neffe. Nephew. And then we have Nichte. I sometimes confuse these words in German as well, so maybe they are a bit tricky in English. Or for me they are tricky because, yeah, as I said, I don't know them in German sometimes. Then we have Witwe or Witwer. Witwer, which is widow and widower. So widow for women and widower, sorry, for men. Okay, widow. And widower. Okay. Then we have Waise, which is orphan in English. Then we have adoptiert werden. Adoptiert werden, which is to be adopted in English. Yeah. Then we have the word single sign. So we have some words now, some verbs now. Single sign. To be single, of course. So then we have engaged. Sorry, I give you the English equivalent first, but I meant, of course, verlobt sein in German, to be engaged. And then another word is verheiratet sein, which is, of course, you should already know, to be married. Easy one. Then geschieden sein, which is to be divorced, or a divorce. Divorce is Scheidung, same as a marriage is eine Hochzeit. And verwitwet sein, witwet, yes, to be to be widowed, of course. We have the verb here, and here we have the noun. So, yeah, same translation. Then we have Verlobung, which is engagement. Then we have Hochzeit, which is really an easy one. Marriage. Then we have Scheidung, which I already mentioned, which is divorce. Can you read them? Yes. I'm not too big. Okay. Then we have Haushälter, which is maybe more used one nowadays. I don't know. housekeeper, of course, or Haushälter. Sorry, we have to gender Haushälter, Haushälterin, of course, which is housekeeper. Same in English. We don't have to gender keeper. Sorry, keeper. Then babysitter. It's the same in. No, it's not. It's an English word, but we use it in German. But actually, there's a different translation into English. So it's childminder. But I think you could also use babysitter in English. I think the people will understand you. And Kleinkind, which is toddler. I didn't know this word before, but it's interesting. I think maybe some of you use it sometimes. Yeah. So we have already talked for how many minutes now? 17. Okay, that's very long. Actually, I wanted to do another vocab work with you as well, but I think we should just skip them. You have the more general vocab here, and yeah, because the time is already so it's already late, so we should move on. Okay, perfect. We are moving on now with our mind map. So I have to reorganize myself now again. So I hope. Okay. Yes. You can see it? Yes. Okay. We're drawing the mind map on notes. So a new one. Yeah. Okay, and we are drawing a mind map with different family types. And I have some family types prepared, which I won't show you now, but I will show them to you. Yeah. Okay, there are a few different family types, and we won't deepen in all of them, but we will cover some of them, the most important, I'd say. So, as I said, we're drawing a mind map. So, types of family, or family types. Family types. Hope you can read this. Okay. So think of some family types. Maybe you can make some notes by your own, and then look if you have the same as I do. So yeah, I just start with a normal family. Sorry. And yeah, a normal family nowadays, but I don't know, because I mean every family type is normal nowadays. So, but a more common family type is married nuclear family. Married nuclear family. Okay, and I would recommend you to write this down as well, because we're doing some more work with family types later on, and you will need them in the exercise, in the next exercise. Then we have, which is also a very common one nowadays, single parent families. And families. Okay, and don't forget the hyphen. Hyphens are very important in English. Then we have step families. Hope you can read them. Yeah, perfect. Then we have cohabitation families. Oops, sorry. Habitation families. Then we have cross-generational extended family, which is a bit complicated. And I didn't hear this type before, but oops, sorry. But yeah, it's an interesting one. Generation extended slash. It's not, you don't have to write, no, it's like, it's not a whole name, but you can choose either generation or extended. Then we have joint custody families. Joint custody, and I think there's a hyphen. Families. Okay. And then we have foster and group home families. So yeah, we call them group home families. Okay. Group home families, and I have some more, which are blended family. Maybe you have already heard of this one. Blended family. Then we have adoptive parent family, which is also a very common one. Adoptive parent without a hyphen. Yes?
Excuse me. We have a question from our chat.
Really?
And someone is asking for what is cohabitation family in German. You could give
cohabitation. Yeah, that's a good question, but I won't answer it because we are going to deepen in the family types later on, and you have to guess the family names. So I won't give you that translation now, but if you really want to know them, Google them. That's really a bad answer from me, sorry. But as we will deepen in the family types later on, I won't give you the translation right away. So, okay, but it's very cool that we have questions. So, yeah, feel invited to post questions. Thank you. Okay, and then next family type is childless family. So just two people living together without children. This. Then we have gay and lesbian parent family. And lesbian parent family. And also only child family, so where the families only have one child. Okay, perfect. So I hope you can see all of the family types, more or less. And yeah, I hope you copied it, because I will now move on with another activity. So yeah, hope this is fine for you. You can see and read them. Okay, we are now moving on to another activity. Sorry, I have to reorganize myself. So I will give you a small introduction, or I will write down some some information to a family type, and you have to guess which family types this could be. And yeah, we will do 3 or 4 of them because we are running out of time here. So yeah, but the family types which are covered in the mind map here. Oh, sorry, that's not my mind map. Okay, which are covered in the mind map will be mentioned now. So, I give you some information for the first family type, and you have to guess which one it is. You can, of course, post it in the chat. So I would be very glad if you could do this. But anyways, if you don't want to share your answers, you don't have to, of course. So the first family type I want to cover with you is a family type where adults are the biological or adoptive parents of children. So biological and adoptive parents. Oh God, sorry. Can you see my writing? No. Okay, now, perfect. Of children. Okay, that's the first family type. And there are 3 different types of this family type. So the first one is when the man works outside the home and the woman works inside the home, which means she she's doing the housework. So man works outside. Oh, sorry. Works outside, and women or the woman works inside. Okay, the home, of course. The second type is where the woman works outside and the man works inside, so the other way around. Okay. Man works outside and man. Okay, sorry. I just know we can use the visualizer. No, that's okay. I just write it down on my paper, but I'm not sure if we have a pen. Thank you. Okay. Visualizer. Sorry. That's not what we're doing. Okay, visualizer. So I already wrote down that the first family type, so biological, and adoptive parents, parents of children. Okay, and this family type has 3 subtypes. So first one, as I already said, man works outside the home, and the woman works inside the home, of course. And the second one is the other way around. The woman works outside. You can read my writing. And the man works inside. So the third one is where both of the parents work outside. Yes, both work outside. Okay, that's the first family type. And you can guess which one it is. I will write it down here. So as I already said, you can share your guessings in the chat, but if you don't want to, you don't have to, of course. So do we already have some guessings? I don't think so.
Not yet, no.
Okay, that's okay. But I will give you the answer anyways. So it's the first one we did also on the mind map. So it's married nuclear family. Or families, of course. Families. Okay, that's the first one. So the second one is these families are created by divorce or remarriage. So it's also a very common one nowadays. So I write down divorce and remarriage. And there are also children in the family, but they are not biologically related. So biologically unrelated children. So the man brings some children, and also the woman brings some children, but they are not related together. So and they of course live in the same household. Same household. So you can make a guess which one this is. It's an easy one. And we also covered it, or I gave you the translation in English. So it's step families, of course. Please. Okay. Yeah, this was the second one, and I think we're doing a third one. So, which one was the question from the chat?
What cohabitation family means in German.
Okay, then I will give you the definition of cohabitation families. Yeah, so you don't have to guess which one I give you, but cohabitation families. So I will give you the English and translation, but you can guess it, of course, because some of you may know what habitation means. So habitation means wohnen or Wohnung or Zuhause. And what could you make a guess what co means? Co means together. So so when you can find the German equivalent, because co, together, also zusammen wohnen. What's it in German? Okay, I think you found the right answer.
Well, it's just like in a Lebensgemeinschaft.
Yeah, that's it.
Lebenspartner, but you're not married.
No. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's it. So you live together, habitation, living, and the ones of you who have French as well, it's habiter. So it's an English word which comes from the French language, habiter. So you can make a connection between this two words. So, genau, Lebensgemeinschaft. Okay, but I will give you the definition or the description, of course. So, two unmarried adults living together in a long-term relationship. In a long hyphen. Okay, yeah, and the parents could be or can be heterosexual or homosexual. Sorry for my pronunciation. Okay, so yeah, both of them. But I think that's enough now. I can give you the descriptions or the definitions of all of the family types if you want to, but we can't cover all of them now. I'm very sorry, so I hope you can read this. Yeah. We're now moving on to another activity. We have many activities today. So, because we are now comparing families from now and then. And yeah, I will write this down on another sheet. Do you have one? Can I use this one? Thank you. Okay, we are running out of paper here. Okay, so I will make a comparison of two family types, of families now and then. So we are making this. So past and present, and I have prepared some people who talk about past and present and families of today and of in former times. So yeah, the first woman states that because both of her parents were working, so she was a lot. So she spent her childhood at her grandparents' house. So childhood with her grandparents, or most of the time, or yeah. And now she's a grandparent, but nowadays it's a bit different because she also has some children, but these grandchildren don't spend the time a lot with her because they are very busy because they do many activities, and so they don't need her as a grandparent very often. So she has a lot of time for herself, what she really likes. But yeah, that's a change, and yeah, which she mentioned. So children nowadays nowadays don't spend much time with their grandparents. Okay, that's a first change. Then we have the second change, or second person, who says that his childhood was very difficult. So difficult childhood. And it was because his parents moved a lot. So the family changed their home very often, and yeah, because they just moved a lot. And so he was forced to make new friends very often, and yeah, he was good making new friends. So forced to make new friends very often. But nowadays, when he compares it to his grandchildren, they are not forced, or they are not forced to make new friends very often. So nowadays, children are not forced to make new friends very often, because they have their own activities and they can entertain themselves. So he thinks the children of today are not very good at making relationships or forming new relationships. Not very good at making friends, or I'd say relationships, because that's more, yeah. Okay. Then the third person, or a third person says that what this okay, yeah, that's an interesting one, because he says that he still lives in the house where he grew up. So he didn't change his home since he lives there. So still lives in the house he grew up. And of course he had a woman, but they had a divorce. We make divorce. So he's living alone now, but that's not a problem, he says. But when he compares it to his childhood, because his parents were also, they lived together their whole life, but they weren't very happy together. They didn't have a good relationship, he says, and now he thinks that nowadays people can really choose what they want. They can marry, then they can divorce themselves, and that's more easy and more common nowadays. But back then it was very difficult to divorce. So people, even if they weren't very happy together, they lived together, and that's why he thinks it's more easy to marry today and also to get divorced today. That's more common. So that's changed. So I will write down that his parents stayed together, but didn't have a good relationship, unfortunately. Very good relationship. And nowadays it's more easy to get divorced, so people can choose what they want. Because he states that if his parents had the change to choose what they want, they maybe would have get divorced, but yeah, that's too late now. I think what they want, so I will marriage, so you have, or divorce. It's more easy to get divorced. Okay, perfect. How much time's left?
You already talked for 45 minutes.
45, okay, perfect. So I will give you now a small, some small statistics about families in Austria. I hope you can read this. Yeah, I think so. And I hope you can read my writing. Okay, so a statistic of Austria. Yeah, I will use this one. Other sheet. Yeah, as I said, we're running out of paper. But yeah, we will now talk about families in Austria. Or I just give you a small comparison. And we will compare the year 1975 and 2015. Yeah, which is already 2 years ago, but yeah. So we have married couples with children. So in 1975, which is already a long time ago, we had over 1 million married couples. Married couples in Austria. But in 2015, this changed radically. Yeah, a lot, I'd say, because now we only have 900,000, or approximately 900,000 married couples, which is a bit, which decreased. So, yeah, oh, sorry. And then second interesting information I will give you is cohabiting couples with children. We also, we already talked about cohabiting, yeah. Cohabiting couples with children. So people who are not married. So people who are together and they live in a long-term relationship, maybe together, but they just live together, but they are not really married. So in 1975, only approximately 23,000 people, of course, that's an O, live together with children, but nowadays it's a big, it's more, it's 150,000. Yeah, 150,000, that's a big increase, I'd say. And then we have single parents. So Also, the number of single parents increased in Austria. So in 1975, we had approximately 220,000 single parents in Austria, but nowadays we have 370,000 single parents. So also a number which increased and which is getting more and more. So I'd say that in 2017 this number is of course bigger than it was in 2015. And then last but not least, we have couples without children. In 1975, approximately 600,000. There were approximately 600,000 couples without children. So it was less common to just be together without having children. But nowadays there are over 880,000 people living together but without having children. So this is also a number which increased. And yeah, this statistic is from Statistics Austria, and it's from the book. I found this one I was already short, in Englisch für die Berufsreife Prüfung Hauptmodul. It's a B2, for a B2 level, so it's perfect for the A level. Yeah, that's it. I wanted to compare, yeah, we did all which was on my agenda today. So we're going back on the big screen now.